watching the headlamps climb across the plastic ceiling. The shadows stretch and disappear without a sound. I lie awake and try to navigate this feeling of holding on to secrets that were never found. The clock upon the bedside table keeps on ticking, a steady rhythm in the quiet of the night. And while the rest of the sleeping world is drifting, I trace the edges of the fading yellow light. We left so many sentences unfinished. We let the silence grow into a wall, but in the dark the distances diminish. And for a second I can hear it all. I see the pictures in my mind so clearly now, the way we stood beneath the autumn trees. And though I know we couldn't make it work somehow, I still remember how you used to breathe. The air is heavy with the memories we made, like old familiar melodies that never seem to fade. Yeah. I find myself tracing the outline of your letters. The ink is faded but the words are burning bright. I thought that time would make the healing process better, but some regrets just don't dissolve into the night. The radio is playing something old and tender, a song we used to sing when we were driving home. It takes me back to moments I can still remember, before we chose to walk these winding paths alone. We left so many sentences unfinished. We let the silence grow into a wall, but in the dark the distances diminished. And for a second I can hear it all. I see the pictures in my mind so clearly now, the way we stood beneath the autumn trees. And though I know we couldn't make it work somehow, I still remember how you used to breathe. The air is heavy with the memories we made, like old familiar melodies that never seem to fade. And if I reach across the empty space between us, would I find nothing but the cold and hollow air? Or is there still a tiny spark of what was promised? A lingering ghost of what we used to share. I see the pictures in my mind so clearly now, the way we stood beneath the autumn trees. And though I know we couldn't make it work somehow, I still remember how you used to breathe. The air is heavy with the memories we made, like old familiar melodies that never seem to fade. The city shrinks behind the glass tonight, a string of red and white along the lane. I keep my eyes upon the dashboard light and watch the fog begin to paint the pain. The engine hums a low and steady song, a soundtrack for the thoughts I try to hide. I've been running from this for too long, just searching for a place to turn aside. We left the noise of every crowded street. We try to find a spark in empty space, but every single lane we had to meet led The radio is fading in a static now, a distant signal trying to break through. I wanna turn it off but don't know how to stop the melody that speaks of you. Another exit passes in a blur, a signpost pointing to another town. I think about the way we used to work before the heavy rain came pouring down. We left the noise of every crowded street. We tried to find a spark in empty space, but every single lane we had to meet led back to this familiar lonely place. I'm moving forward through the misty air, where headlights cut the dark and lead the way. And though I know that you are waiting there, there's nothing left for either us to say. The wheels keep spinning on the asphalt ground as we let go of everything we found. The fuel is low, but I will keep on driving until the sky turns from dark to gray. No destination, only just surviving the lonely stretch before the break of day. I'm moving forward. Watch the glowing storefronts pass us by, a kaleidoscope of purple and of blue, reflected in the corners of your eyes, making it hard to know what's real and true. We talk about the plans we should have made, sitting on the vinyl of this booth, but underneath the color light we fade, and compromise our version of the truth. Every flicker of the electric spark reminds me of the promises we kept. Now we wander lost inside the dark, while everybody else is turning slave. It's just an illusion that we chase tonight, a lovely picture painted on the wall. We try to hold the fading sunlight, but watch the heavy shadows start to fall. The artificial warmth is getting cold, and we are running out of hands to hold. Sitting there for hours, the steam has vanished in a thin cold air. We used to talk about our hidden powers, and how we make a life without a care. But now we only speak in whisper tones, afraid to wake the ghosts of who we were. We look down at our glowing pocket phones and let the conversation slowly blur. Every flicker of the electric spark reminds me of the promises we kept. Now we wander lost inside the dark, while everybody else is turning sled. It's just an illusion that we chase tonight, a lovely picture painted on the wall. We try to hold the fading summer light, but watch the heavy shadows start to fall. The artificial warmth is getting cold, and we are running out of hands to hold. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, we build our castles out of colored glass and wonder why they shatter in the wind. Oh, we wait for all these stormy days to pass and try to find a place where we begin. It's an illusion that we chase tonight, a lovely picture painted on the wall. We try to hold the fading summer light, but watch the heavy shadows start to fall. The artificial warmth is getting cold, and we are running out of hands to hold. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. The sun is sinking down behind the hill and casting purple lines across the floor. The house has grown so quiet and so still since you walked out and closed the wooden door. Yeah, I pour myself a drink and take a seat and let the darkness wrap around my chest. I hear the distant sound of passing feet while everyone is setting up to rest. I never thought the day would end like this, without a single word of sweet goodbye. Just empty spaces that I always miss beneath the heavy charcoal of the sky. This dark cover is falling on my heart, a gentle touch to soothe the burning pain. I watch the final pieces fall apart and wash away like teardrops in the rain. No need to struggle with the way we feel when darkness makes the heavy sadness real. I trace the pattern on the window pane where condensation starts to slowly form. I know that begging you to stay is vain. We couldn't find a shelter from the storm. Your keys are laying on the countertop, a tiny reminder of the things we lost. I wish that I could make the spinning stop, no matter what the final heavy cost. I never thought the day would end like this, without a single word of sweet goodbye. Just empty spaces that I always miss beneath the heavy charcoal of the sky. This dark cover is falling on my heart, a gentle touch to soothe the burning pain. I watch the final pieces fall apart and wash away like teardrops in the rain. No need to struggle with the way we feel when darkness makes the heavy sadness real. Yeah, and maybe when the morning light appears, I'll find the strength to clear away the dust, to wash away these salty heavy tears and build another bridge of simple trust. by the crowded bar, and suddenly the room began to fade. You look so bright, just like a distant star, within the heavy darkness of the shade. The glasses clanged, the laughter started rising, but I could only hear your gentle breath. An instant that was truly mesmerizing, that rescued me from boredom and from death. We took a step towards the empty street and left the busy world to spin away. With every single beat our pulses meet, we found the words we didn't have to say. Everything is moving at a crawl. We watch the raindrops freeze inside the air. We have no fear when we start to fall, because we know that we are standing there. The clock is frozen on the bedroom wall, and we don't have to worry about the call. We walked along the river path tonight and watched the water ripple in the dark. Yeah, the bridge was glowing with a silver light that left upon our skin a tiny mark. Hey, I took your hand and felt the sudden heat that traveled up my arm into my spine. Hey, our footsteps fall into a different beat, as if your troubled heart was matching mine. Yeah. We took a step towards the empty street and left the busy world to spin away. With every single beat our pulses meet, we found the words we didn't have to say. Everything is moving at a crawl. We watch the raindrops freeze inside the air. We have no fear when we start to fall, because we know that we are standing there. The clock is frozen on the bedroom wall, and we don't have to worry about the call. So let the world spin fast for everyone. We'll keep our little corner nice and quiet, and we will stay until the night is done. An island in the middle of the riot. Everything is moving at a crawl. We watch the raindrops freeze inside the air. We have no fear when we start to fall, because we know that we are standing there. The clock is frozen on the bedroom wall, and we don't have to worry about the call. I've been sitting in this corner booth for 3 long hours since the sun went down, just searching for a little bit of truth in this forgotten corner of the town. The waitress looks at me with heavy eyes. She knows I'm waiting for a ghost to show. Behind her smile I see the same old sighs of people who have nowhere left to go. I watch the rain slide down the dirty glass and listen to the hum of the machine. I wait for all these memories to pass and wipe the muddy slate of memory clean. My cup is sitting dark upon the wood, the bitter taste of waiting in the dark. I turn and leave this place now if I could, and make my way towards the quiet park. But something keeps me anchored to this seat while listening to my heavy heart beat, beat. I stir the sugar but it doesn't melt. It settles at the bottom of the cup, just like the heavy sorrow that I felt the moment that we chose to give it up. We had a love that burned so bright and hot, like morning sunlight on a summer day. But now I'm left with what we haven't got, and all the words we didn't get to say. I watch the rain slide down the dirty glass and listen to the hum of the machine. I wait for all these memories to pass and wipe the muddy slate of memory clean. My cup is sitting dark upon the wood, the bitter taste of waiting in the dark. I turn and leave this place now if I could, and make my way towards the quiet park. But something keeps me anchored to this seat while listening to my heavy heart beat, beat. And maybe I should ask for something warm to chase away the shivers from my skin, to help me find a shelter from this storm, and let another chapter now begin. My cup is sitting dark upon the wood, the bitter taste of waiting in the dark. I turn and leave this place now if I could, and make my way towards the quiet park. But something keeps me anchored to this seat while listening to my heavy heart beat. The street is glowing with a dusty orange shade as people hurry home to find their peace. I walk along the avenue we made and wait for all this heavy noise to cease. I find a leaf that fell upon the stone, its edges curled and dry and brittle red. It reminds me that I'm walking here alone, with all the quiet things we should have said. We had a season that was full of light before the frost began to slowly creep. But now the evening deepens into night, and we had promises we couldn't keep. I see the color fading from the sky as days giving way to something new. And though I didn't want to say goodbye, there's nothing else that we can really do. The cold wind whispers through the empty street and blows the dust around my weary feet. Past a coffee shop where we would meet to talk about our favorite books of old. I see another couple in our seat, trying to protect themselves from cold. I wrap my coat around my shivering frame and pull the collar up against the breeze. I try so hard to not repeat your name, but find it written in the leaflet endless trees. We had a season that was full of light before the frost began to slowly creep. But now the evening deepens into night, and we had promises we couldn't keep. I see the color fading from the sky as day is giving way to something new. And though I didn't want to say goodbye, there's nothing else that we can really do. The cold wind whispers through the empty street and blows the dust around my weary feet. Those summer days for all the safety of an easy road. We found our beauty in the golden haze and carried together our heavy load. I see the color fading from the sky. This day is giving way to something new. And though I didn't want to say goodbye, there's nothing else that we can really do. The cold wind whispers through the empty street and blows the dust around my weary feet. Started with a message late at night, a simple question asking how I've been. We talked until the sky was growing light, and found the spaces we were living in. We used to have a line we wouldn't cross, a safety net to keep our friendship clear, yeah. But now I am beginning to feel the loss of keeping you from getting far too near. We spent so many years in different roles, afraid to say the things we really felt. But now the fire's burning on the coals, and all the icy walls begin to melt. We're stepping over to the other side, where things are not as simple as before. We have no place left where we can hide, since we have opened up this heavy door. The rules we made are wash away tonight, beneath the soft glow of the bedroom light. Oh, voice vibrating through the phone. It sounds so close, as if you're in the room. I realize that I am not alone. Oh, despite the quiet of the evening gloom, you laugh at something silly that I said, and for a second everything is fine. But then a sudden thought inside my head reminds me that you are not truly mine. We spent so many years in different roles, afraid to say the things we really felt. But now the fire's burning on the coals, and all the icy walls begin to melt. We're stepping over to the other side, where things are not as simple as before. We have no place left where we can hide, since we have opened up this heavy door. The rules we made all wash away tonight, beneath the soft glow of the bedroom light. What happens if we find we can't go back to being We're stepping over to the other side, where things are not as simple as before. We have no place left where we can hide, since we have opened up this heavy door. The rules we made are washed away tonight, beneath the soft glow of the bedroom light. Drops are hitting on the metal roof, a steady rhythm like a simple drum. I hold your hand, written note for proof that some good memories can still survive. I read the ink that faded on the page. It tells a story from a different year, before we had to act upon this stage and learn to live with all this heavy fear. I watch the puddles forming in the yard and reflecting the street lights from above. I know that keeping quiet is so hard when you are still thinking of your love. Water is falling down upon the town and washing all the dusty streets today. I watch the heavy sorrow start to drown as all the dirty worries wash away. The air is clean and smelling of the earth, and giving our tired hearts a brand new birth. I pull my sweater tight around my chest and listen to the wind blow through the leaves. I know that taking time to get some rest is what a heavy aching heart receives. I put away the things that make me sad and stack them in a box upon the shelf. I think about the happy times we had and try to be much kinder to myself. I watch the puddles forming in the yard and reflecting the street lights from above. I know that keeping quiet is so hard when you are still thinking of your love. Water is falling down upon the town and washing all the dusty streets today. I watch the heavy sorrow start to drown as all the dirty worries wash away. The air is clean and smelling of the earth, and giving our tired hearts a brand new birth. And when the clouds are finally cleared away, I step outside and breathe the morning air to greet the brightness of a brand new day, without the heavy burden that I bear. Water is falling down upon the town and washing all the dusty streets today. I watch the heavy sorrow start to drown as all the dirty worries wash away. The air is clean and smelling of the earth, and giving our tired hearts a brand new birth. found a ticket stub inside my coat from that movie that we went to see. And on the back you wrote a little note about how happy you were here with me. I touched the paper with my trembling hand, and instantly the memories return. I find myself inside that movie land where all our simple fires used to burn. But now the house is quiet as a tomb, and every corner has a story to tell. I walk from room to dusty, empty room, and try to break this heavy, lonely spell. I hear the sounds of things we used to say, reverberating off the wooden floor. And though you are so many miles away, I still can hear you knocking at the door. These empty walls are keeping me away. With every single breath I have to take, your favorite coffee mug is on the shelf. I haven't moved it since you went away. I keep it there to remind my foolish self of how we used to start each busy day. I see your sweater hanging on the hook behind the door inside the narrow hall. It has that sweet and comfortable look that makes me wanna give your phone a call. But now the house is quiet as a tomb, and every corner has a story to tell. I walk from room to dusty, empty room, and try to break this heavy, lonely spell. Oh, I hear the sounds of things we used to say, reverberating off the wooden floor. And though you are so many miles away, I still can hear you knocking at the door. These empty walls are keeping me away. With every single breath I have to take, yeah, yeah. I need to clear the clutter from my life and paint the dark rooms with a brighter shade, to put an end to all this inner strife and treasure all the beauty that we made. Hey, yeah. I hear the sounds of things we used to say, reverberating off the wooden floor. And though you are so many miles away, I still can hear you knocking at the door. These empty walls are keeping me away. With every single breath I have to take. We sit together on this leather couch, but there's an ocean flowing in between. Your shoulders have a heavy, weary slouch, like someone who has seen what I have seen. You stare at something on your glowing screen, and I am looking at the plaster wall. It is the coldest room I've ever been, when nobody is speaking at all. We used to talk until our voices broke, about the stars and everything above. But now we treat each other like a joke, and search for any fragment of our love. We are pulled away by different tides, and floating out into the open open sea. We keep our secrets locked up deep inside, where nobody can set the prisoners free. The gap is growing wider every day, and we have nothing left to really say. I reach to pour myself another glass and ask you if you'd like to have some too. But you just shake your head and let it pass without a single glance at what I do. The ice is melting in the silver bowl, a metaphor for what we used to share. We let the coldness take its heavy toll until we simply didn't even care. We used to talk until our voices broke about the stars and everything above, but now we treat each other like a joke and search for any fragment of our love. We are pulled away by different tides and floating out into the open sea. We keep our secrets locked up deep inside, where nobody can set the prisoners free. The gap is growing wider every day, and we have nothing left to really say. Perhaps it's better if we say goodbye and packing up the things we brought along, to look each other straight inside the eye and admit that we were simply in the wrong. We are pulled away by different tides and floating out into the open sea. We keep our secrets locked up deep inside, where nobody can set the prisoners free. The gap is growing wider every day, and we have nothing left to really say. Staring at the glass across the room, where raindrops run in little silver tracks and cutting through the heavy midnight gloom. Our headlights turning on to distant tracks. My phone is sitting silent by my hand, its dark screen offering no relief. I try to make myself to understand why happiness is always far too brief. I know I shouldn't hope for you to write at this ridiculous and lonely hour, but in the heavy quiet of the night, your memory is such a heavy power. I'm watching through the pane of dirty glass for any sign of your familiar car, and waiting for these lonely hours to pass, while wishing on a long forgotten star. The digital clock is shining bright and green upon the saddest face you've ever seen. Now think about the jokes we used to share when we were staying up until the dawn. We didn't have a single heavy care before the simple innocence was gone. Now I am left with only this old view of empty streets and flickering yellow lights, just wondering if you were sleeping too, or having all these lonely heavy nights. I know I shouldn't hope for you to write at this ridiculous and lonely hour, but in the heavy quiet of the night, your memory is such a heavy power. I'm watching through the pane of dirty glass for any sign of your familiar car, and waiting for these lonely hours to pass, while wishing on a long forgotten star. The digital clock is shining bright and green upon the saddest face you've ever seen. And if I saw your name upon the screen, would I have courage just to answer you? Or would I think about the space between and do the things I always have to do? I'm watching through the pane of dirty glass for any sign of your familiar car, and waiting for these lonely hours to pass while wishing on a long forgotten star. The digital clock is shining bright and green upon the saddest face you've ever seen. The fog is rolling in across the bay and hiding all the ships from public view. I walk along the sandy path today and thinking of the times I spent with you. The air is salty, cold and very wet. It clings to every surface that it meets. I haven't found a way to quite forget our walks along these quiet coastal streets. We built our hope upon the shifting sand and watched the waves erase it all away. We held each other tightly by the hand, but couldn't find the strength to make it stay. I'm walking where the water meets the land and listening to the crying of the gulls. I try to make myself to understand why every single happy moment lost. The white foam washes up against my shoe and brings me back to thoughts of me and you. I see a lighthouse shining in the dark. Its yellow beam is cutting through the gray. It leaves upon the water quite a mark to help the sailors find their steady way. I wish I had a light to guide my heart through all this heavy mist of regret, to help me find a brand new place to start and help me to comfortably forget. We built our hope upon the shifting sand and watched the waves erase it all away. We held each other tightly by the hand, but couldn't find the strength to make it stay. I'm walking where the water meets the land and listening to the crying of the gulls. I try to make myself to understand why every single happy moment lost. The white foam washes up against my shoe and brings me back to thoughts of me and you. So let the tide roll out and carry clean the heavy things I've kept inside my head, and leave behind a beach that is pristine, with nothing but the quiet sand instead. I'm walking where the water meets the land and listening to the crying of the white foam washes up against my shoe and brings me back to thoughts of me and you. I'm looking down upon the busy street where tiny yellow caps are buzzing by. I feel the cold concrete beneath my feet and look up at the heavy purple sky. This apartment is so high above the ground. It feels as if we're living in the clouds. We're insulated from the heavy sound of all those busy rushing city crowds. But even here the silence is so loud. It rings inside my ears like a bell. We used to be so happy and so proud before we built this high, expensive shell. I see the lights of buildings far away, like diamonds scattered on a velvet sheet. And though we had a very busy day, there is no warmth when our two bodies meet. We are looking at the world from up above, but we have lost the simple thing called love. I watch the smoke from chimneys start to rise and disappear into the chilly air. I see the same look in your tired eyes of someone who has given up their care. We spent so much to get this pretty scene, to say we made it to the very top. But now I wonder what it all could mean, and how we make the elevator stop. But even here the silence is so loud. It rings inside my ears like a bell. We used to be so happy and so proud before we built this high, expensive shell. I see the lights of buildings far away, like diamonds scattered on a velvet sheet. And though we had a very busy day, there is no warmth when our two bodies meet. We are looking at the world from up above, but we have lost the simple thing called love. Let's pack our bags and go back to the floor, where we can feel the earth beneath our feet. And we don't have to worry anymore about the busy people that we meet. I see the lights of buildings far away, like diamonds scattered on a velvet sheet. And though we had a very busy day, there is no warmth when our two bodies meet. I found a pencil in the kitchen drawer and sat down at the table by the wall. I wrote about the things we had before and how I still remember it all. I filled up 3 whole pages with my thoughts about the mistakes that I made back then. I tied myself in heavy, complicated knots and wish that we could start it all again. But I know that you will never see this scene. It's better if I keep it to myself. It's hard to tell you what I really think, so I will leave it sitting on the shelf. These words are written for my eyes alone, a diary of what we used to share. I breathe them in a quiet whisper tone and let them vanish in the chilly air. No need to make you worry anymore, since you are happy on that distant shore. I fold the sheet into a little square and press the edges with my shaking thumb. I think about your dark, beautiful hair and how my fingers have grown cold and numb. I wanna find the envelope to use to write your address on the paper white, but I have got so much of this to lose if I should send this letter out tonight. But I know that you will never see this scene. It's better if I keep it to myself. It's hard to tell you what I really think, so I will leave it sitting on the shelf. These words are written for my eyes alone, a diary of what we used to share. I breathe them in a quiet whisper tone and let them vanish in the chilly air. No need to make you worry anymore, since you are happy on that distant shore. So I will strike a match and watch it burn and turn these heavy feelings into ash, to make sure that I finally can learn to not make another foolish sudden clash. These words are written for my eyes alone, a diary of what we used to share. I breathe that in a quiet whisper tone and let them vanish in the chilly air. No need to make you worry anymore, since you are happy on that distant shore. Howling at the window frame and bringing snow across the frozen street. But inside here I whisper your sweet name and feel the heater giving off its heat. We pull the heavy cover to our chins and listen to the storm that rages on. This is the place where our sweet night begins and stays until the early morning dawn. We have no reason to go out today. We have everything we need right here. So let the freezing winter have its way while we are holding on to what is dear. We are wrapped up in this woolly space and keeping out the coldness of the night. I look upon your sweet, beautiful face and feel that everything is going right. No need to worry about the icy wind when we have found the place where we begin. chest. I hear your steady breathing in the dark. This is the only time I feel at rest, and feel inside my heart a tiny spark. We don't need fancy things to make us glad, just simple moments in this quiet room. We think about the happy times we had and chase away the heavy winter gloom. We have no reason to go out today. We have everything we need right here. So let the freezing winter have its way while we are holding on to what is dear. We are wrapped up in this woolly space and keeping out the coldness of the night. I look upon your sweet, beautiful face and feel that everything is going right. No need to worry about the icy wind when we have found the place where we begin. And when the spring is coming back around to melt the snow and bring the flowers bright, we will remember what we both have found inside the coldness of this winter night. We are wrapped up in this woolly space and keeping out the coldness of the night. I look upon your sweet, beautiful face and feel that everything is going right. No need to worry about the icy wind when we have found the place where we begin. I found a cardboard box behind the bed, full of things I thought I threw away. And sitting there was something painted red that brought me back to such a happy day. I wiped the dust from off the plastic frame and saw her standing by the ocean side. Before we had to learn this heavy game and had so many secrets we must hide. We looked so young and happy in the sun, with salty hair and laughter in our eyes. We felt as if our life had just begun beneath the brightness of those summer skies. I'm looking at a moment frozen tight, a piece of time that never has to change. And though we are in different places tonight, it is so comforting and also strange to see how much we loved each other then, before we lost the way to start again. Your hand was resting on my shoulder blade, and you were wearing that old yellow shirt. I think about the promises we made before we knew how much we both could hurt. I put the picture back into the box and closed the lid to keep it nice and safe. I turned the key inside the heavy locks to keep away the sad and lonely wave. We looked so young and happy in the sun, with salty hair and laughter in our eyes. We felt as if our life had just begun beneath the brightness of those summer skies. I'm looking at a moment frozen tight, a piece of time that never has to change. And though we are in different places tonight, it is so comforting and also strange to see how much we loved each other then, before we lost the way to start again. But memories are only meant to keep. They shouldn't stop us living for today. piece of time that never has to change. And though we are in different places tonight, it is so comforting and also strange to see how much we loved each other then, before we lost the way to start again. I'm standing by the edge of this quiet pool, where water doesn't make a single sound. The evening air is crisp and very cool, and fallen leaves are scattered on the ground. I look down at the mirror at my feet and see the stars reflected in the blue. My heart is falling to a steady beat as I am thinking on my times with you. We used to skip the stones across the glass and watch the ripples travel to the shore. We waited for the summer days to pass and didn't have to worry anymore. I see my face reflected in the dark, with tired eyes and lines upon my brow. I wish I had that tiny happy spark that we were sharing then but missing now. The water is so quiet and so deep, just like the promises we couldn't keep. A gentle breeze is blowing through the reeds and making tiny ripples on the face. It reminds me of the heavy silent needs that we were carrying in this lonely place. I turn away and walk back to my car and leave the mirror to the dark of night. I see the blinking of a distant star that offers me a tiny bit of light. We used to skip the stones across the glass and watch the ripples travel to the shore. We waited for the summer days to pass and didn't have to worry anymore. I see my face reflected in the dark, with tired eyes and lines upon my brow. I wish I had that tiny happy spark that we were sharing then but missing now. The water is so quiet and so deep, just like the promises we couldn't keep. But water always finds a way to flow, no matter what is standing in its path. And maybe it is time to let it go and put an end to all this heavy wrath. I see my face reflected in the dark, with tired eyes and lines upon my brow. I wish I had that tiny happy spark that we were sharing then but missing now. The water is so quiet and so deep, oh, just like the promises we couldn't keep. I'm sitting on the wooden pier tonight, and watching waves come rolling to the shore. I see the lighthouse with its yellow light, but I am not as happy anymore. The air is chilling to my very bone and blowing salt into my tangled hair. I realize that I am here alone, without a single person who might care. We had a love that felt so warm and sweet, like walking on the sand in middle June. But now the winter has us in defeat, beneath the pale light of a frozen moon. I feel the draft is blowing through my coat and making me to shiver in the dark. I write another sad and heavy note and leave it as a little lonely mark. The sea is rolling loud against the wood and doing all the things I wish I could. I pull my hands inside my pockets deep to keep them warm against the chilly air. I think about the dreams we used to sleep, and now we didn't have a single care. Now I am left to watch the water gray and listen to the wind repeat your name. I wish that I could find the words to say to put an end to this ridiculous game. We had a love that felt so warm and sweet, like walking on the sand in middle June. But now the winter has us in defeat, beneath the pale light of a frozen moon. I feel the draft is blowing through my coat and making me to shiver in the dark. I write another sad and heavy note and leave it as a little lonely mark. The sea is roaring loud against the wood and doing all the things I wish I could. But seasons always have to turn around, and spring will bring the warmth back to the earth. And maybe then a new love will be found to give my heavy heart a second birth. I feel the draft is blowing through my coat and making me to shiver in the dark. I write another sad and heavy note and leave it as a little lonely mark. The sea is roaring loud against the wood and doing all the things I wish I could. I'm sitting at my desk inside the room with this leather book upon my knees and looking out into the evening gloom at all the shaking of the autumn trees. I hold a pen above the final line and try to find the words to end the tale of when your loving heart was matching mine before our little boat began to fail. We wrote so many pages filled with hope and painted every scene in brightest blue. But now we have reached the end of our road, and there is nothing left for us to do. I'm closing down the book we made tonight and putting it away upon the shelf. And though the room is dim without your light, I have to find a way to heal myself. The ink is dry, the story now is done, and we must walk under a different sun. I turn the pages back to see the start of when we met upon that rainy street. You captured instantly my foolish foolish heart with every single step of your sweet feet. But as I read the middle of the book, I see the way we started to drift far, and how we lost the love that we both took to find ourselves exactly where we are. We wrote so many pages filled with hope and painted every scene in brightest blue. But now we have reached the end of our rope, and there is nothing left for us to do. I'm closing down the book we made tonight and putting it away upon the shelf. And though the room is dim without your light, I have to find a way to heal myself. The ink is dry, the story now is done, and we must walk under a different sun. It's hard to say goodbye to what we had and close the cover on these happy years. But staying in this place is just too sad, and only brings me more of these hot tears. I'm closing down the book we made tonight, putting it away upon the shelf. Though the room is dim without your light, I have to find a way to heal myself. The ink is dry,